Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are out and about in the city of Shamokin on a Saturday, right before the snowstorm tomorrow, which is Sunday, obviously. We're obviously on the back side here. I think this is Water Street, don't correct me. Or correct me if I'm wrong, I meant to say. But here we are, the Acid Mine Drainage Creek. A lot of debris in it, not as much as it used to be, thanks to the rescue company over the summertime cleaning it up. Doesn't look as bad. But we're going to take a look at some of these buildings on the backside today, down along here. All right, nice and smoky cars, the oil smell burning everywhere. But as we crack on, we're going to take a look at some of these right here. This one does not look good at all. I mean, look at that. Does not look occupiable. Doesn't look like it's been occupied in a long time. And that's just one of many of these buildings along the backside here that we're going to take a look at. I don't know exactly which it looks like in the front there. Getting ready to go down to the next building. I noticed some things I want to get a close look at, like how all the mortar work, all the mortar filling in here is all going away. Looks like someone scrapped up pretty good there. Yeah, that just blows in the wind like that. No electric hooked up because the meter's missing. There's a wire laying here on the ground. These air conditioners are still holding steady, but who knows for how long. And it looks pretty bad when you look straight up. The wood is rotting away pretty good there. Some nice details in that. Once upon a time, bet you it was a very beautiful. All right, now we're coming down to just one building over. So you have bars on the windows here. There's a dumpster there. And I believe it's the Chinese restaurant, the backside of it. And even up there has cages on the fence, or cages on the windows. I wonder why that is. Why they would have that there. Gas is hooked up to it, so this looks like it's a used building. This one might be as well because a newer security camera is there, and there's another camera down that way as well. I didn't point that out, but got some newer utility work here, and the meter is on this one. So this one looks like it's occupied, but the windows up there are open. I don't know if that's a good thing to be having going on. And we go down a little bit. It says Smoking Unplugged. And don't look like much of anything in there. And then we got this big one here that we've seen before. We'll take a look at here. We'll go over there and look at it. It's a slight wind out here at the moment. Not too bad, but it is very frigid out here. I believe it's only like 11 degrees at the moment. So that wind is making it even worse. But here we are looking at the building. It's a big building. It's been unoccupied for a while. There was some work going on in there. They gutted it. I don't know exactly what's going on with the building, but I imagine it needs a lot of work because there's a lot of mold issues and stuff like that in there. There's been a lot of birds and stuff in and out of it over the years that I've seen. Coming from these windows over here that are open. You see they still got the trash chute over there. Notice Dollar General utilizes CCTV to monitor and protect this property. As you know, it's an old Dollar General that used to be at the bottom of the front of here. And you see it is not in the best of shapes, that's for sure. Not in the best of shape at all. And that's one way to get in the building there. That door's nice and secure, I imagine, along with this one down here. See the trash chutes just blowing around. But it's still there though. And then we'll swing around to the front real quick. All right, we're approaching, and I noticed that we have a boarded up door here, real nice and secure. That's what you want to see. And as you see, we're on Independence and Cleaver Street, I think it says. And here's the front of the building. As you see, it used to be a Dollar General on the inside there. Lots of black mold growing on the walls. The tile's been all ripped up. I imagine it was probably asbestos, so they probably had to rip that up. But yeah, that's the inside of the old Dollar General. Windows busted up, so it's nice and covered with the board there. And then, as you see, the front doors are nice and secured. Used to be a big apartment building in there. Tons and tons of stuff. Oh, can't get the chandelier in there real well. There it is. And as we continue to take a look at the front side, we'll look up at the front and see that it must have been a really nice building one time. It looks like it has a lot of potential still. Not sure what the roof looks like on it. I do have the drone. We could probably pop it out and see, but we'll have to go down here a little bit. I want to check something else out first, and maybe we'll get the Ralph out and we'll see what this looks like from above. We're checking around, doing our flight assessment right at the moment. Let's see if we want to actually fly the drone here in the city of Shamokin today. It's looking like a good time to fly. I mean, we do have a little gust of winds of like 5 miles per hour, which aren't too bad. It is very, very cold out though. But I really want to see what this building looks like on the roof level. So let's see if we can get Ralph out and see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Ralph loading up down here. We are going to take a look at this, hopefully between the wind gusts, and we don't lose the drone today. But we have checked on drone assist before I logged the phone onto that. There is no flight restrictions in the area, so let's see what this place looks like. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to take off. It is very, 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 very cold out here at the moment, so let's see what this looks like from above.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
There we are looking at the roof. The wind has picked up. It looks like a good roof actually. So with the wind picking up, I was at 150 feet. I'm gonna bring it back down because I don't trust it being up there that far for that long. So we'll stop the video now, bring it down.
Landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the front of those buildings that we were looking at in the back. As you see, they're really not that great looking. Then we've got the bar that's vacant and then the fun zone there. You see the sidewalk is real nice and icy. But yeah, it doesn't look any better in the front. The windows are broken, the signs are broken. Holland back building, it says up there. And I don't know what this roof looks like, and I don't know if I can get the drone up again, but we'll give it a shot. Why not? So, wow, you can see inside the building there, a lot of the stuff is broken and falling down. And right next to this, new management. Under new management now. Well, that's a news story of its own, isn't it? Right there. Heck yeah, right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I tried to get Ralph back out and get the drone in the sky, but the battery is, we'll just say it's too cold. It won't let me fly. The batteries are just not working. The controller says it's too cold to operate. So got a hot hand on it, trying to warm it up while it's in the bag. We'll see what happens from there. But until then, we're just gonna move on with our day. Make a boy split corner with